on the 4th of July.
Hey, it's you. Come on in and join us.
We have an iced pineapple soap to celebrate the 4th today from Stirling Soap Company.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and National Holiday Weeks,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Y'all, we're so grateful you're spending this time with us. And Bjorn, the 4th of July is something we have here in the United States to celebrate the anniversary of our Independence Day of
lots of
July
fireworks
4th, 1776.
barbecues.
Yeah, we blow stuff up and we have a good time here. And what's our mention today?
So we've had shampoo bars in the past, but this will be our first iced shampoo bar, which I'm kind of excited.
We can't even smell it yet because we haven't smelled the soap
Bring
yet.
it
But
out.
y'all, they put menthol in the shampoo bars over at Stirling, and we could not be more grateful because our summers are getting hotter every year.
It is, so I'm actually kind of excited to bust that out.
Yeah, y'all, the menthol's a fabulous addition. I love the feel of my skin out of the shower with the iced coffee bar. It just kind of feels like I'm still swimming around in a pool a little bit for about a half an hour afterwards. So we love the menthol in all forms this summer.
And that means we've got to open this box because we got a little menthol for you
No,
today.
I can't even smell this until I smell the soap today. So let's meet it. All right, y'all. So somebody asked us the other day, do you read the scent notes? But yes, that's how we choose our soaps, based on the scent notes that we're going to like the best. But we usually forget them by the time the soap
Yeah,
gets
there's
here.
sometimes a few weeks, a few months, a few soaps that
Right.
in between, you kind of forget.
The ones that we remember, we'll mention them now. Now, this one's a little simple, so we're going to read the description right now. But hey, for some moments in life, there are a few words.
Sweet pineapple with a cool menthol blast. A limited summer fragrance.
Y'all, that's all you need, and we're excited because we're California kids who not only grew up at Disneyland, but she worked at
I
Disneyland. She
did.
danced in the parade. So the Dole Whip is something well coveted under
It's
this
true.
roof, and I'm hoping to put a little
Right,
bit of it
just
on
a
my
little?
face tonight. Let's unbox it. You have seen this box on previous episodes, but this is the last of her
It's
treasures.
last standing
All right,
soap.
what's in there? Let's see. Let's see. Did we have?
I
hold
think
on a
we did. And we said...
We got a sticker for the Candace. If you saw the Haverford episode, you know that we were
Stickers are
sort of
quite a thing.
beguiled when we saw they started saying, oh, and we got a note. Thank you for your order, Sarah. I hope you enjoy your products. Love, Stacy.
I guess I ordered
Thank you,
this one.
Stacy. That counts as a note.
Hey,
and
look
here
at
it
that
is.
neon bright
I
color.
love the yellow.
And for those of you that don't know, on the side, if it has menthol, the top of the coloring is going to be different. Just so you know, when you go to grab it.
And
Okay.
This is what I've been waiting for, y'all, because I've had such a great time with lime and cedar from the Glacial series. I want to have frozen Dole Whip on my
And
face.
then we decided, so we got the shampoo bar, but you got to get your iced bar soap.
Yes,
all
here we
the
go.
goodies.
These are the quadruplets, y'all. Here we go. And all right, are you ready
my
for this
God.
citrusy first impression? Sometimes you want the Shire with a billion scent notes and a phenomenal balance. But y'all, we have learned sometimes you just want a single scent note done right, done deep, and done perfect.
And maybe with a little glacial punch on there, maybe iced version.
Okay, what it added to Glacial Cedar, y'all, was extraordinary because the menthol sort of acted as kind of a mint.
It did.
Because that's where you get menthol is from mint. I'm excited to see what this might be. This might be like a pineapple cocktail.
I really am curious
God.
if it's going to be more that iced kind of Dole Whippy
Right.
kind of ice
That's what I'm
creamy
hoping.
vibe,
Right.
that sweeter side. Because pineapple can have a little bit more of the greeny side
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah,
it can be a
that's
little
true.
sweeter.
A little more natural, a little bit more of the candied version. Who knows? I'm kind of hoping to get, you know how Dole Whip at the top has that kind of frothy stuff that has its own kind of
it does.
scent to it a little bit. I'm kind of hoping that might be in here a
you
little, at
drooling
least in
already?
my imagination. All right,
Okay,
take it in.
I'm going for it.
See what you get.
This is, I'm actually really excited because to me, pineapple is really a big part of 4th of July. Like sometimes it's just like on a skewer, you
Right.
barbecue with it. It's just around. Even when sometimes we go to our cabin, we'd put the watermelon and the pineapple in the river to keep it cold and
Yeah.
we cut it open. Like it just means holiday for
You want
me.
to see the comments blow up? Put it on your pizza, right?
Yeah.
Pizza. There. Okay. All right, here, take it in. Take it in.
Okay, I'm going for it. Oh, it's a little darker.
Oh.
Let's see.
Interesting.
I think I got a whiff already.
Oh, did you?
Hold
Okay.
on. Okay.
I will stay back here.
Okay, it is undeniably pineapple
That
for
was a
sure.
deep whip for a single scent note. Y'all, what do you get? What do you sense the menthol?
You know, barely at the end. Like if you hadn't reminded me,
No kidding.
my first whiff I did. My second one I definitely got past the pineapple and got it at the back there.
Right.
But it oddly, like the sweetness of the pineapple is a
Right.
great little leeway into that
it.
kind of icy side going on.
Because for Frozen Tuxedo, y'all, and Glacial Cedar, that menthol hits me like a Mack truck. So I'm kind of excited.
I think it may be more like in the splash or once we lather this up. It's definitely there. I don't want to say it's not, but it is menthol, not as much glacial. So it's in there. Now that I'm reading it, I think that's why. It's definitely here, but it's not as in your face as the cedar.
Important distinction we have figured out. Iced coffee was not a glacial soap.
Right.
It was an iced soap.
Different
this
tier.
is an iced soap. Gotcha. So Cedar and Tuxedo are glacial
So
soaps.
far, that's what we've got in the day.
Gotcha. Okay, so I wonder if it is kind of tiered.
Right.
If the iced is not quite as glacial as the glacial.
Right, because like if we order the splash, you can get it with menthol,
Right.
or you can get it the next tier up is glacial.
Well, let me think about it. Because I have shaved with our 2 glacial soaps. And I think they are a little bit colder than the iced coffee one is.
I think, because some of the gents were saying in the chats,
Right.
the second lather through, you're like, oh, it's really going
That
on.
is true.
And I do agree that there is a little different, for me, the iced or just menthol version starts to kick in. I'm like,
Right.
okay, I'm feeling it. But the glacial one's like, oh yeah, that's cooling me off. Like, there is that next tier. I get it.
What I love the best about these is the wind chill factor that you get from the splash at the end. Because the soap, you're right, the first pass is cold, second pass is a little colder, and then you actually want a little extra kiss of that splash when you're done. I don't know how to explain it, but you do. Kind of like hot sauce.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's exactly sort of the equal and opposite phenomenon as hot sauce. Instead of the hot sensation, it gives you an icy one. But when you start eating hot sauce, sometimes you just don't want to stop.
So this one starts with sweet.
Yeah.
And then once you get past the sweeter pineapple side, you definitely get the little menthol vibe coming through. And it adds a little bit more of a maturity layer, maybe. Because sometimes it can be candied pineapple, kids vibe, Then there's something that sweeps in for the menthol.
Now, what kind of pineapple is it? Is it more of the real pineapple, juicy pineapple, candied pineapple, pineapple in the husk? What are we talking about here?
I'm getting the sweeter kind of sides.
Oh.
Like almost like when we pour out our pineapple juice.
Right.
That sweeter part that's there, but it's still real, if that makes sense. It's not too candy that it's not a real pineapple for me.
But
it's
maybe
there.
a little bit more of a concentrate smell.
It's more that sweeter kind of side. I don't get as much the outside.
Right.
It's almost like you pick up the one at the grocery store and it's the perfectly ripened one and you cut into it and it's just sweet. When you take that bite, that's what I'm getting here.
The outside of a pineapple, for me, even sometimes has a little bit of a soapy quality to it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but sweet soapy quality.
I'm curious if what I'm saying makes sense. So get your nose in there. Okay. He went wide in. Pineapple? He's dead.
Oh, this is great, y'all. Okay, for me, this is 80% of a super beautiful, natural Dole pineapple. And I have been to the Dole plant because when you go to Hawaii, they kind of in the 80s, they kind of take you from the airport directly to the Dole plant just to make sure you don't miss anything. They cut them open for you right there off the tree. And y'all, they are just fragile and so juicy that you can hardly touch it without juice hitting you in the eye. That is 80% of this. And then the extra 20% is a little bit of a candy, a little bit of a Dole Whip, a little bit of a sugary kiss to just go along with the menthol, I think. So talk about the best of both worlds and what a perfect balance. Because if it was a little bit more of the candy version, it would take away from the natural version. Because the wave that washes over you is that Dole factory sense from Hawaii. But then there is that extra little surprise for your nose to keep digging to find. And it finds that little Dole Whip, that little candiness in it.
But the sweetness that's in there, it's not an added vanilla. It's not an added something else. It's the pineapple itself that's sweet, I think.
If I program my nose, there's a little floral in this. My nose goes, I could see that. If I program my nose that there is a little vanilla in this, I can find it. That's how sweet and beautiful this is. And I know it's not. It's totally not. But something just as beautiful and comforting as those.
And I am curious when we lather and try out the lather, if the menthol part is going to come out a little bit more.
Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on. Smell that again and smell for floral. Smell for a jasmine.
Okay.
Hold on. Excuse me.
Pretend I don't know it's called pineapple.
Right.
Okay.
Smell for a jasmine in there.
Okay. I could see what you're saying. There is something naturally pretty that's happening.
Is there? Okay. I think there's chocolate and candy cane. And I am not alone. There's not, but I think there is. And I think there's more in this. I think there's floral in this. And I think there's something else sweet. in this that is just helping to give it that little extra boost over the fence into banger territory.
I wouldn't be surprised, because I think we had this same phenomenon when we were trying to open boat drinks and be like, okay, I know there's fruit in here, but we were filling in the blanks. There was other things that our brains were like, no, they have to be in there.
Rod, are you kidding me? No, there is, smell this. Okay, There's more than pineapple.
Oh, this one got, it's something more woodsy on
it. Lies on the sales page. There is more glory in this than this would ever allude to. Y'all, hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay, hold on. We got lots of formations here.
Wait, what? Okay, wait, smell this.
Okay.
Smell the shampoo bar.
Oh, I get a little more of the menthol woodsy something.
Right, wood or something.
Okay, and then the sweetness here.
Right.
I almost get pineapple gummy bear.
Oh, can we see a little more of the candiness to it? Yes.
Yeah, there's something.
Right. There is something, and I think it's a little bit of a jasmine. I think it's a white floral that's hiding under the surface of the pineapple, because it is gorgeous. And
it's funny because your brain is saying white floral, and once I get past the pretty side, before menthol, there's something that's a little more masculine and like woodsy or something. It may not be there. It just may be in my mind. Or maybe it's like the green from the top of the pineapple, the stems. I don't know.
There may be one way to find out, because if there is sort of a way to put this under a microscope, we're just going to add some water. Our bougie sprayer is not doing well. We're looking into an
out of commission for now. It needs some help.
Help us rehabilitate it. All right, here we go.
Got to bust out our Stirling brush here.
Yes, this is my 24mm Stirling brush. This is the best $13 you will ever spend in the shaving world. And this is my Haley's Artisan Sprinkles Bowl.
Yeah, for the fun of the holiday. Why not?
Yeah, if you got this as well, the divots are really deep along the edges. So save that for your softer soaps, your A&E new shaving creams, those kind of things. And take your Stirling soaps, your tallow soaps that are a little bit harder in their consistency, and put them in the bottom of the bowl. And then let the brush get it from there.
So at Disneyland, there is the Tiki Room, which has some fun animatronic birds, and they sing all these fun songs with a nice Hawaiian kind of luau vibe.
They started selling the Dole Whip, which is a non-dairy pineapple dessert that they eventually put into pineapple juice itself if you want to have a Dole float. And y'all, if you live in Northern California, that drink is reason enough to get in the car and drive 6 hours to Disneyland, especially if you have an annual pass.
Right, those were the two that you had to get.
Breakfast, and then you can just get in the car and go home.
Or if you were my grandpa, the big dill pickles. Those were like the three things that we would always get.
We see Dole Whip pictures on our Facebook more often than we see pictures of Mickey and Minnie. I mean, this thing is notoriously good.
Yes, and so when you take a whiff of this, I think adding the little menthol part is going to have the sweetness of the pineapple, but that little chill factor of like on a hot day, you want the Dole Whip. On a hot day, we can have our iced pineapple just the same.
All right, so this is the Jose de Macaw whiff. On 3, 1, 2. Oh, it does. It makes it cold. It smells like the Dole float. I love it. Yeah. Oh, 100%, y'all. 100%.
So I think we have to be brave and throw it on your face. It's the menthol, not the glacial. So let's see what kicks in a little bit.
We don't do how it shaves, but we realize how important it is for you to see how this lather hits your face. Y'all, may I do the honors?
Yes, please.
Woo.
It's a little toasty today.
Oh, look, you could just see the tracks that the bristles make in the lather. It's beautiful, y'all. And then you want to give that about 90 seconds. And some really cool air conditioning is going to kick it. Okay, what are you getting?
Okay, there is the potency of this is very nice.
Oh,
it's not too in your face.
No.
It is sweet right off the puck, but I gotta say, now that you've lathered it up, there's something in there that kind of like blended the tears together.
Yes, and
it's kicking in.
I know, it's the perfect intensity balance, y'all, because it is just enough where my nose doesn't have to look for the nooks and crannies, but not enough where my nose goes, whoa, pineapple. You know what I mean? It's like right in that perfect Goldilocks zone.
It is definitely gourmand. You know, I do want to take a bite of the soap. I'm not going to lie. But the menthol part of it adds just a little bit more of that classy vibe to it. A little more maturity, a little more of that. I don't know. At the end, something changes. It does have a little more. There's no woods listed, but there's something that could almost be woodsy, or what you were getting too. Like just that next tier of maybe a jasmine, a floral, or something that's happening.
Now, I have a brief question, so we are going to have to revisit these notes. Alright, y'all, so sweet pineapple with a cool menthol blast, a limited summer fragrance. Now, hold on a second. Probably the most ubiquitously homaged fragrance in the entire shaving world has a heart note of pineapple.
True.
A primary note of pineapple, because Creed Aventus is generally described as a spicy pineapple. So, how far a walk is this to create Aventus? If you had a dude walk by you in the office and you smelled this, would there be any part of you that would be like, oh, aftershave? Or is this still kind of Carmen Miranda fun and fruity summer fun?
Interesting, because coming from here, it's much sweeter to me.
Right.
Then in the lather, it kind of chills down a little bit. So I'd say like it's a 20% approach.
Yeah.
Maybe. That could eventually turn into an Aventus.
Right.
Although that could totally change once we bust out the splash.
I don't know. That's true. But I think you're right. I think this is definitively more on the fun and funky side of things.
But like, I'm trying to think where I wouldn't want to have this for summer. And there just isn't. Like, 4th of July, great, outdoor, warm. Right. Even going to Disneyland, I would bust this out. Or going to a luau. There is just something fun and like charming about it.
I think there is something complex enough in this single scent note to be a charmer in the aftershave. I really do. I think some of the single scent notes, like maybe a spearmint, might be a little bit more singular, but I think there's so much going on in a pineapple. In fact, I think it kind of tastes like pine and apple. I think that's kind of how they named it. I think.
I don't know, but it's happening. Like, there's something sweet about it, and then there's something that's still got that mature. I know my face.
You got some wind chill factor
ice
going on
for sure.
And y'all, I think we're going to need to slide down the South Pole and take this a little deeper. I think Stirling might be our only artisan so far where we've got a little collection going of single scent notes.
That's true. It wasn't intentional, but all of these summer ones, we had lime was our first one, and then even just cedar. You know, like we're kind of getting into this new little lane here.
Y'all, in the cedar, we found out that Rod did put a little bit of lime in it. So between the citrus, the wood, and the mint of the menthol, that glacial cedar is the structure of a nice aftershave, I think. And I'm so excited for this. She even put on lime last night.
I did.
Y'all, there was just something about the single scent note soaps that are just delightful in their simplicity and in their beauty.
I took Queen of Hearts, and then I throw on a little lime after. So it's kind of like a little brighter, zestier thing going on.
It worked beautifully, y'all. I was like, wait a minute, whoa, you need to tell Rod about this.
I was like, what am I wearing? And he's like, wait, hold on. I was sneaky.
All right, here we go.
That one is glacial. So you got glacial here.
I did. I got the glacial version of the menthol salt.
There we go.
So this might just explode.
It may.
Okay,
our face is going to be an icicle for a second.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh. Are you standing in line at the tiki room right now?
Yeah.
Opening the soft serve like ice coolness factor.
Rod.
Is there more Jasmine Woodsy something happening?
Yo, if this is just pineapple, I'll eat my hat. There is something where's my hat?
Right.
The hat. This is from New York. It's a good one too. This will go down. I will eat this hat if this has only pineapple in it. Rod, put in the comments. Because I need some fiber in my diet. I think
that's all they're willing to disclose. But it's up to our imagination.
Hold on. If you just had this run by you, tell me you're not getting a floral out of this. Are you ready? 1, 2.
There's something. It goes from sweet to something.
Dude, smell that.
Okay, whatever the sweet is here, we've had this on something else, and I don't know how it happens, but it's almost like a powdery white sugar.
Oh!
You know?
Right!
I don't know. There's one other one that happened to us, and I'm like, no, there has to be sugar in here. I know there's not, but...
I think it's a white floral doing it, but it might be something, but it's not pineapple! There is some other magic in here. I'm surprised there's not like a scent that just says magic.
And maybe there is.
It softens it. And so it takes a little bit of the tang of the citrus and just converts it into something friendlier and softer.
Okay, throw that on your face. I think we need the full experience of glacial fun here.
I know I need to shave today, and I will be using this, but hold on. We'll do this first. Hold on. You gotta put this on.
I'm going. Okay. Do you see what I mean? About that sugary, like...
Yes.
Powder? Yes. White? Something?
Yes. I think it's two things. I think it's a floral, and I think it's like some kind of sugary, beautiful, gourmandy something else that's coming in there to candy the pineapple. Because imagine picking up a piece of candied pineapple or something.
Because at first I was like, maybe it's part of the base. Maybe that's just something like how the pineapple is living here. But nay. Right? It's like a woodsy sugar. Could that be a
Yes! No, I think you're right. Okay, so hold on. It is a floral, and it is a wood. That's in this.
Right. There's something like you can have a sweet wood.
Yes.
I'm going to say that.
There is a little bit of kind of a cedar, and there's a kind of a floral in here. Yes, y'all, this is not just pineapple. Absolutely.
No, but I think how you always say, like a pine and an apple. Like there's something.
Wait.
Something sneaky. Okay, smell that here. The woodsy imagination part that we're filling in. Because there's something, it's less sweet.
Dude. Well, I mean, pineapples come from a tree. So
they do.
Yeah, you're getting some kind of cedar in this. You're getting some kind of redwood in this.
I don't know if it's intentional. It's just happening. That's what our noses are getting.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you.
So, y'all, I am a little bit of an amateur armchair Disneyland historian. My first visit to the park was only about 20 years after it opened. And one of the things that I was most fascinated by was when I went into the tiki room for the first time, realizing, wow, this was Walt's original vision. He stood right here. He saw all of this. And I asked Maynard, this lovely cast member, how much of this is original from, 1955, because nobody touches it, right?
No,
I'm assuming
it just
this
lives
is.
up high.
I'm assuming this is all the same, right? It was only the 90s when I asked him.
Birds on the shelves, right?
And he looks at me and goes, not a bit. And I was like, wait, what? And he goes, we have an original bird and one original flower in the archives. The rest of it was thrown out as it was broken and replaced, and we only touch him wearing white gloves. Like, that's all we have of the original tiki room.
Wow.
One bird and one flower.
That's it. That's it.
Y'all, can you imagine the property taxes? That much of it has been replaced and upkept and revamped and redone. It's amazing because it all still looks original.
Yeah, and it started at the beginning because that was like the beginning of animatronics. Like that was such a big thing to go to the tiki room.
Right.
Now people are like, it's a bird. What are you talking about? But at the time, it was such a big deal. We've watched a few of the things on Disney Plus about some of the excursions and attractions and stuff. It was so cool to see on some of the Disney Plus little things that they drop about the attractions and stuff at the parks, and they really do break down some of those fun facts about
what
them.
Walt loved so much about that was it was a show where he could just push a button and the entire half-an-hour show happens on its own. Like that was the dream. And it was amazing to sit there and realize, wow, everything around me is being controlled by this newfangled thing called the computer. And like, wow, right.
But
and
back
so
in
if
the
you
day,
put on those goggles and you go back to the tiki room, you're still kind of blown away by everything that it can do.
I think most people now actually go in to get the Dole Whip, first of all, and to enjoy some free air conditioning because it's nice and cool in there.
There's not handrails on the chairs, y'all. You can lie down, take a little nap.
Yeah, it's just a nice little place to cool off in case you want to check it out.
Two of the most wonderful hidden bathrooms in all of the parks. So, y'all, it's pretty simple. When Maynard does ask if you would like to be the one to actually start the Tiki Room show, you're going to say, yes, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing. And you're going to ask the friends that are with you to film it. And you're going to be handed a little stick like I was. And you're going to be positioned right under Jose, which I was. And he's going to say, okay, now just tap Jose and he'll wake up. And I went, okay. And I tapped Jose and the lights went down and a big spotlight came up on me. And Jose looked down at me and he said, buenos dias, señorita. And I got my own. Head over to stirlingsoap.com where you can find this and a wide range of other products. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with iced pineapple. Now, I know this doesn't say Dole Whip on the side of it, but y'all, isn't that what this world is about? Is taking these soaps and connecting them to your memories and your special times. And, I was talking to one of the other artisans and I said, Rod and Mandy's iced pineapple is amazing. And I'd be sure there's something besides pineapple in there. And she said, of course there is. Of course there is. There's got to be a little bit of a floral. There's got to be a little bit of a spice. There's got to be something so there's not pineapple extract on your face. And that's what I love, is the little touches to just make this the absolute perfect companion for a summer afternoon. Welcome to Messages. So, y'all, this is an actual message. We got this email from Stirling Soap Company, and they have a number of soaps that are ending their production for the year, and a number of soaps that are going away, being discontinued for at least the next 24 months. So, the ones that are reaching the end of their yearly production are
Stirling Green, Scarn, Lime, Lightish Red, Iced Coffee.
All covered here in the Barbershop Duet, by the way.
And then Strawberry Bath Soap and Banana Bath Soaps.
And the discontinued scents that may not be back at all, or at least for 2 years, are Scarn Seconds, Glacial Mango Seconds, Boat Drinks, the original South Padre, Dunshire, Glacial Spearmint, Gatlinburg, Ben Franklin, Intrepid Man, Sweet Stuff, Ozark Mountain EDT, and Sandalwood EDT. Now, not all of those are available in all forms, but the oils are selling out, y'all. So if any of those were your favorites, including Ben Franklin, whoa, what a wild one that is. You might want to head over to Stirling Soap Company and pick those up.
Yeah, make sure you're on their email list because they are very good at giving you a heads up if things are going away or announcing when things drop. So you want to be the first to know.
And sometimes, if they are notorious bangers, they sell out rather quickly at Stirling Soap. So it's nice to have those emails so you can jump on it. So, hey, Rod and Mandy, thanks for being some of the best in the business. I'm so happy the single note is pineapple.
Aren't you glad you didn't shave today? Because you can go bust it
I've
out.
been waiting. Plus, with a little bit of that icy cool to remind me of the Dole Whip. I mean, does life get any better on a 4th of July weekend?
Yeah, it's a lot easier to bust this out than it is to get our butts all the way down to Disneyland. So I think this is going to become just a nice nostalgic kind of vibe for us. You know, like when we think summer, we're going to be thinking this. And now when we think of 4th of July, this will be on our list too, I think.
Yeah, y'all. And my big old family used to have giant celebrations on the 4th of July. And well, they're not all here anymore. So we are so grateful to have all of you to hang out with on this holiday week. We have 2 more episodes coming. And if you are here during the live premiere, join the chat. We'd love to meet you and help celebrate our national holiday.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell more independent just watching this.